For the last 19 years, a company called Masaba has been operating in Vermillion, South Dakota. It's also been a family-owned business for the last 80 years. The company was first founded in 1939 as Higman Sand and Gravel by Harold Higman Sr. in Akron, Iowa. His son, Harold Higman Jr., would then start what is known today as Masaba back in 1962. Fast forward to 1999, and Harold Jr.'s son, Jared, would become the CEO of the company, and it still is to this day. The operation would then move its headquarters from Akron to just over the border to Vermillion, South Dakota. Now, the company sends equipment all over the world, and that has a big impact on the area economy. But just exactly what does the company do, and why is it still family-owned after 80 years? KTIV's R.G. Breen takes us up to Vermillion, and he has that story.
I had an opportunity to go to the University of Nebraska, play football for Coach Tom Osborne. Was part of something pretty special in 1994, being part of the national championship team.
From his hometown roots in Akron, Iowa, and the gridiron of Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Jared Higman wanted to do something special of his own after college.
What set us apart from anybody else out there, because there was other manufacturers out there and so forth. Being young and willing to try, anything when it came to engineering or different projects. One of our first plants, a lot of the big companies didn't want to build it. And I'm like, I didn't know any better, so I'm like, yeah, we'll give that a shot.
What started off as a small facility over in Akron, Iowa, has now developed into over a 100,000 square foot campus right here in Vermillion, South Dakota.
Masaba now does many different things, from welding, metal fabrication, and even constructing custom equipment. Much of what they produce goes into helping build roads and other infrastructure. Not only does it have dealers all over the country, but the world as well.
From Australia to Europe to all over the U.S., North America, Canada, and down into South America.
The company has over 160 employees, and that number is only set to keep growing with plans for expansion. But Higman says he wants to keep the revenue in Midwest economy and the American economy.
For us, the impact on the economy is big here. Just in payroll alone, it's, $12+ million in payroll, tens of millions of dollars probably overall on the impact of the economy when you talk, vendors and, banking and legal and accounting and all that kind of stuff.
On top of that impact, the company has donated over $1 million to local schools, charities, and organizations. Higman says the impact would not be possible without the team members.
This is not me. I was a crazy guy to come up with a vision and maybe, put in the hours initially to do it, but it's the team that we've created that has made Masaba who we are today.
In Vermillion, South Dakota, with Chief Photographer Acacia Phillips, R.J. Breen, KTIV News 4.
Masaba has plans for a new 140,000 square foot fabrication space to be completed in early 2025. This expansion will also create 35 new jobs. Masaba also has a mission to keep all of its materials and employees local as well. Almost all of the equipment and material purchased for the company is bought in the Midwest or the U.S. The employees are all working in Iowa, Nebraska, and the South Dakota area. CEO Jared Higman says his team members don't look at it as a job, but as a career. And he's found other ways to create a good work environment.
We've started profit sharing. We do a lot of creative things. We have our Masaba fishing tournament every year and so forth. That's probably one of our biggest team favorites, I guess, at the old gravel pit in Akron.
In total, the company has paid out more than $2 million in the last 5 years to its employees. On top of that, Higman also encourages his team members to grow within the company and to try new things.
It's fun to watch these guys, grow in their positions and so forth, and what we're able to accomplish out of this building when it comes to just the stuff we've been able to engineer and manufacture and paint and assemble and deliver. It's pretty neat.
Now, if you or someone you know wants to learn more about Masaba, you can check out this link inside this story by going to KTIV.com.